Most first-time buyers only think about the down payment, but there are 4 other pots of money you need before you even make an offer. Let me break down the full number. In fact, the average first-time buyer needs to save around $30,000 before they can even think about making an offer. This video is for first-time home buyers who want to understand how much they need to save before buying a house. You will learn how to calculate your down payment, closing costs, and emergency fund, as well as how to create a home buying budget for 2025. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how much to save before buying a house. H2. How much down payment do I need? The down payment is usually the largest cost associated with buying a house. In the US, the minimum down payment is 3.5% of the purchase price for an FHA loan, but you may need to put down 20% to avoid paying private mortgage insurance, PMI. For example, if you're buying a $200,000 house, you'll need to save at least $7,000 for a 3.5% down payment. H2. What are closing costs and how much are they? Closing costs are fees associated with the home buying process, such as title insurance, appraisal fees, and loan origination fees. These costs can range from 2 to 5% of the purchase price, so for a $200,000 house, you'll need to save an additional $4,000 to $10,000. H2. Why do I need an emergency fund? An emergency fund is a savings account that covers 3 to 6 months of living expenses in case you lose your job or have unexpected expenses. As a homeowner, you'll be responsible for maintenance and repair costs, so it's essential to have an emergency fund in place. Aim to save 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses, which could be around $10,000 to $20,000. H2. How much should I save for home maintenance and repairs? As a homeowner, you'll need to budget for maintenance and repair costs, such as replacing the roof or fixing the plumbing. A good rule of thumb is to set aside 1% of the purchase price each year for maintenance and repairs, so for a $200,000 house, you'll need to save around $2,000 per year. H2. How do I calculate my home buying budget? To calculate your home buying budget, you'll need to consider the down payment, closing costs, emergency fund, and maintenance and repair costs. You can use a mortgage calculator to determine how much house you can afford, and then factor in the other costs. For example, if you want to buy a $200,000 house with a 3.5% down payment and $4,000 in closing costs, you'll need to save around $30,000 upfront and $2,000 per year for maintenance and repairs. H2. What's the total amount I need to save? The total amount you need to save before buying a house will depend on your individual circumstances, but as a general rule, you should aim to save at least 20% of the purchase price, plus closing costs and an emergency fund. For a $200,000 house, this could be around $40,000 to $50,000. Now that you know how much to save before buying a house, it's time to start planning your home buying budget. Click the link in the description to download our free checklist for first-time home buyers and get started on your path to homeownership.